Hello to the gamers. There's music. Just give it a second. We're back. What are we on? Ascension frickin' 5? Let's give it a try, shall we? We're back and in good form. I'm a simple man. 99 gold for a double remove seems good for me. But that wasn't a 10 out of 10 choice in my opinion, but it's nice to have a thinner deck. So with a thinner deck, every card you add gets drawn more often. It's very simple science. The cards you add tend to be better than the cards you start with, especially if we can get an early... It's not maybe not the most popular card in the game, but if we can get like an early Rampage or something like that. One good early attack that whips around that much more frequently. I'll be honest with you, if there's a card in this game as the Ironclad that I'm like an auto picker for, it might be Body Slam. A zero cost attack that works with block, which you like to build anyway because you need block to not take damage. Nice try, kid. Maybe next time. I'm not even saying it's the best card, because that gets you into the weeds. All I'm saying is, I like it! And I'm gonna stand by that. Now, I thought you would have died, but that's because I didn't do the math, okay? I did the work, it didn't work, is what people say these days, and look at that, we're doing just fine. Now, that is an early Rampage, but I honestly think you missed your chance, buddy. I know what I'm worth, okay? So I'm not giving you that today. What I will give you is an Iron Wave, which works better with a Body Slam anyway. And then we don't have enough to really justify a removal. Let's get, forget about the relics on this floor right now, and instead focus on the upgrades. An upgraded Body Slam might seem minor, but it could turn things a little bit more in our favor right now, I think. Now, you gotta keep in mind where I'm coming at this video from, okay? So I've been playing a little Slay the Spire. I play it, if it's a light day on the Peloton, I tend to play Slay the Spire while I'm riding. On the Peloton, I lose every single ride. Or every single run, I should say. And that's without fail. Maybe one in 5 I'll rattle off a win, but it's just too much to focus on while pedaling. So basically what I'm trying to say is I don't know what I'm talking about. So you should just take what I'm saying as the ravings of a lunatic more than anything else, really. And just sit back and relax and enjoy the entertainment. Maybe a little schadenfreude from time to time. It's been known to happen. I'm feeling pretty good about the deck right now, but that's also, you know, it's fair to say that this is like the easiest part of the game, and we really haven't added anything too unusual to the assortment of cards yet. But I'm telling you, man, if we can get this Body Slam upgraded, I'm gonna be a happy man, because this is taking forever. I would take a second Body Slam. I mean, you know, to thine own self be true, and we are being true to Body Slam. Now, it was not nice of me to upgrade the new one instead of upgrading the older one first, so I'd like to apologize for that by upgrading 2 defense instead. Okay, now we're in. I'm gonna try a Flex Potion here. 1 HP. That's totally fine. We'll kill you next turn. Good use of a potion, I think. Saves us some HP. Anchor. Very beautiful. Am I crazy, man? I feel like we can keep taking Iron Waves for the time being. Bag of Marbles. Like in my dream scenario... I forgot we had Anchor. Otherwise, I would have played Bash. In my dream scenario... we get rid of all of our strikes and our defense, and we just have like 5 Iron Waves instead. And we wouldn't build just around that, but that would be a nice improvement. I think we don't need anything there. So what's the core of this run? What's the crux of this run? How do we get to a win condition against enemies that are a little stronger? You woke up, huh? Oh, because you start freaking weakened. That's vulnerable. Barricade is a big one, obviously. If we can get like barricaded and entrench, I hesitate to call it an archetype because as soon as I do, people kind of have a tendency to make fun of me. Which is maybe fair, but barricade a couple in trenches and a few good blocks can really, I mean, it's been a consistent lose in Act 3 sort of setup for me on the Peloton, which if you take away the distraction of pedaling and add in the distraction of talking, probably puts us about in the same spot if I had to guess. I would be happy to remove, let's call it an unupgraded defend for now. And Infernal Blade into Heavy Blade. Can't really complain. I mean, we don't have any great attacks that just exist on their own. The body slams can be great, but they need something else to really like enable them first. I don't think we need another one. And if I'm being honest with you, I'm not a big Carnage believer. I think if you get it like super early, that's a different story, but just a little bit early, you know, like the end of Act 1, especially if we don't get an energy relic from the boss. So I have a hard time seeing us getting it done there. I think this fight's gonna suck, by the way. I think this is gonna be pretty nasty. Let's pop some decks. You give 7 block, you give 10. I mean, to get out a body slam, I'll go ahead and spend. Maybe it's not going to be quite as bad as I thought, but like, again, we have no huge attacks, basically. So you gotta... well, let's just put it this way. We gotta play these body slams, like, pretty religiously, I think. We're not taking too much damage, and the body slams are doing great, but still, you know, it's the principle of things. It looks like we're going to be fine. Maybe I was overreacting a little bit. You get 2 turns of vulnerability. I kind of like skipping bash and just going for a big body slam. I think we're going to get there. And then do the same thing, basically. We need to do 16 damage with no vulnerability. We get there. Okay, good instincts on that one. We made it. Exhume. Exhume has one target that's dubious. Demon form is really good. It's kind of, I wouldn't even say it's a build around, but it does take like your whole turn. Feed is easy enough, but like it's so late. Like after Act 1 for feed, I kind of snooze it, man. You could take an Exhume and then hope to get like something that works well with it. This is a very unusual pick for a guy like me. And no longer discard your hand. I really like energy. But you know what? I think this could be good. There will be turns where we draw Body Slam, but we don't draw good defense. And similarly, if we ever get a Barricade, it'll be beautiful to be able to hold it until the right turn to play it. But this is like... Those are wild picks. Normally I would have been take Cracked Crown and you take Demon Form, because then it doesn't even matter if you... that was a huge waste. Because then it doesn't even matter what attacks you have in your deck, because you have Demon Form. You don't need anything else. I think we go in here. It's 36 damage right there. I mean, that Runic Pyramid is still really... I feel like we got a great thing going. It's just I'm surprised by me going a little bit out of my own comfort zone, to be honest. Lose Burning Blood or Runic Pyramid? Can I be honest with you? That's too rich for my blood, buddy. I think I need both of those, to be honest with you, for the time being at least. That's a spicy ask. You basically said, you know... Which pet is your least favorite? I'm not going to answer that question. Are you crazy? You've lost your mind. Give me this and this. Then we get 2 good attacks. And because we have Burning Blood, we can tank like 1 damage and not sweat it too much. And dude, look at what Iron Wave does for us. We don't have to choose strikes or defense. We can have like a mediocre strike and a mediocre defend all baked into the same card. It's a very groovy combination. But it is working. As much as I'm memeing, it is working. Now, I really like True Grit. We don't have that much to exhaust, though, outside of stuff the boss puts in our hand. Shockwave is tempting, but it's a little too... It's expensive, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Now, it is a target for Exhume, but I don't know if we care that much. I think I'm just going to take True Grit. Might seem a little bit crazy. And let's hit the other shop. Okay, let's hit this shop. If we were to duplicate something in our deck, we probably wouldn't. Strike Dummy. No thank you. And start with an attack in hand. It's not really like... That's not how this deck works. This is a very different setup than I'm used to. Let's keep the deck thin. And honestly, I think I'm just gonna... I mean, Shrug It Off could maybe do something for us. A decent upgrade target as well. But otherwise, I'm not really like... I guess I'm just not that stressed out about like what they had available there. I'm gonna hit you pretty good, but the True Grit is a tough play. Very, very sort of different setup. Cheap Carnage. Cheap Defend. Let me see if I could get another Exhume, huh? How about a Shrug? 16. A True Grit not hitting Body Slam. I can live with that, and then we hit you with a pretty good Body Slam. I'm willing to use a potion or two to get through this guy right here. Draw something cheap. That's cheap! Everything's coming up roses right now, man. Rampage is still, like, it's almost tempting, but I refuse. And let's skip that shop for now. 180 gold, we skip that. True Grit, so we can choose what we're getting rid of. And then the next upgrade, if we're lucky enough to be in a position to get another upgrade, the next upgrade will be to Infernal Blade, which will make it a much better Exhume target, I think. And then we can start to get the show on the road. A free bludgeon? Dude, I'm not even gonna say, I'm getting insanely lucky here. Do me a favor. Wipe this Exhume, and then play a Bash. Save the Iron Waves for a turn in which we have our Body Slams. At least one Body Slam. Maybe two? Okay, at least one. I can live with that. There's that much damage. A Barricade is all I want to see. If I can find a Barricade from the shop, then, like, everything's gravy, man. So we should play Infernal Blade at some point. Maybe now's the time. Yeah, good one. Let's save Body Slam. We can have a better turn than that one. Like, cut a wound out of the deck. 25 damage, that's more like it. Everything is going great. The only thing I will say is without, and actually, self-forming clay with Body Slam seems pretty good too. But we're gonna need a way to deal like 50 damage in a turn consistently to beat the boss of this floor, probably. I think. So, we can live with that. What do we get rid of? Infernal Blade. Honestly, I would exhume the Infernal Blade and just... Probably should have played the Body Slam there, to be honest, but I just forgot. At least get something out of this. At least it's cheap. I was gonna say free, but that's not exactly true. 17 damage. But 2 Body Slams in hand. Like, that changes the game. So we can get you pretty good. Dump maybe a Sword Boomerang, which is not that good for us. Then 2 Body Slams hit. Runic Pyramid, there's more than one way to win, obviously. But I'm feeling like Runic Pyramid was an absolutely inspired choice right now. Like, I feel like that's allowing us to actually set up our turns in ways hitherto before never seen. I'm making up phrases. It's got me speaking in tongues like the Talking Heads, man. Let's do a big turn. We might as well, you know what? Why don't we do a big turn next turn? So we've got a great, like, yeah, 3 Iron Wave, 2 Body Slam turn, none pizza left beef, for example, and a blood potion, no less. I'm not a big power through guy, I think, until either you take it super early, so you have it's very efficient, like it costs 1 and gives you 15 to 20 block. Or late, if we have Barricade, I'm more than happy to add it. But for now, it's just kind of in that awkward, like, in-between phase. And we don't really have that many cards to upgrade. Like, we would like to upgrade, actually. Forget I said anything. So I'm going to take the the most cowardly path possible. And I'm going to upgrade Infernal Blade so we can get very cheap attacks. And I'm going to take this elite, not these two elites. So I'm going to be a little bit cowardly here, and I'll be the first to admit it. Everything, it's been a very comfortable floor, though, you got to admit. Sword Boomerang, Exhume, Infernal Blade, Wild Strike. I can live with a Wild Strike. 12 block. I don't think it's a body slam turn, which is to say, I think it's better to play one body slam when you have a second body slam, because then you kind of 2-for-1 your blocks, right? This is 8 and a draw. Yeah, 22. You're doing 20. I'd rather hit you, and then next turn we'll just kill you with like a single strike. It would be different if we had Barricade, but we don't have Barricade, so it's not different. Let's get rid of this wound, and I guess I'll hit you for 9. We have lethal. We have lethal. I don't need to be a coward. We have lethal. Beautiful fight so far, man. A Juggernaut is... Can I tell you something about Juggernaut? I think I might overrate this card, and I might be wrong about it, but 5 damage, it adds up. That's why sometimes people say like 1 damage adds up. No. That's Reaganomics, okay? I don't know enough to state whether it's actually going to make a meaningful difference on turn 400 against the Timekeeper. 5 damage adds up, but 2 energy slows your tempo down bigly, and like we're trying to set up a 0 cost 50 damage body slam. The economics of it just don't look right to me. That's all I'm saying. But I'll tell you one thing. We don't have to upgrade anymore. So if we can find a way to not have to upgrade, but it still gets some value out of the shop, that would be a beautiful scenario. Let's see if we draw our second body slam. You're going to give us an Infernal Blade? We should try at least. Blood for Blood's not a bad card, man. So, 21 damage. That's no joke. I feel like this is going so much better than I ever could have expected, man. 24 damage. Also no joke. But it's kind of a joke, because you're dead. Gremlin Horn. Infernal Blade. We really don't need a ghostly armor. Like we're doing great. Like I think the main what's the theme of the deck? The theme of the deck is drawing body slam. And only having 14 cards. As long as we play our, it's not pun intended, it's pun unintended. Pun accepted, but only unfortunately. Like I hate to do this, brother, but it's got to be done. I just need to play my cards right, and everything's looking pretty good, I think. But there is that a Barricade and an Entrench would really put us over the... Oh, okay, hang on. Now, we do need an upgrade, because Entrench costing 1 goes crazy. And then if we could just beat the boss and get a Barricade, we're in such a beautiful position. So just set up the Dream turn. I think the Dream, you dump like a single defend. It's too how-to basic at this point. And then we'd love to see 2 body slams. It gave us an Iron Wave. You almost can't do better than that. I very much appreciate that. Is this the turn where we go in? This should not be the turn where we go in. Not taking damage is good. I mean, we could do 40 damage, but we're going to have a turn that's better with 2 body slams. We're going to double up on it. Unless they take my other body slam. So took Iron Wave. See, my deck is like... It looks so bad that they don't even know what to take, man. They don't know what to take. It's 5, this does 8. Okay, with 2 body slams... We double up on this, we hit you for 34, and you die. Oh my god. And then we hit you for freaking 39. I don't even remember, what did he even take, man? Nobody knows. Let's use this one. You're doing 24. Dump a basic strike. We certainly don't need to see it. I'll play a basic defend here. Because you got block up. Sure, we take a little damage, but we're setting up for like our entrench double body slam turn. So you should dump... I think dump an Iron Wave that isn't upgraded. Entrench it. That's an 80 damage turn. Now he's gonna start hitting pretty hard. No kidding. Dump a basic strike. We're not gonna take that much damage. We output like a decent amount of... We only have 5 cards that we're drawing every single time, bro. We can play the same turn every single time. Are you seeing this? I mean, you're done next turn. It's just math. As long as you never mess up ever. Admittedly, I didn't think you were going to live through that, but that's a... Look at the elegance, man. Look at the elegance of the deck. It's a beautiful thing. I still don't think Juggernaut's it, man. What do we care about 5 damage in this situation? We take nothing. We take nothing. Transform 3 cards. Oh, but our deck is working so well, man. I can't bring myself to do it. I can't bring myself to do it. You have to try. Who said that? Okay. I'm gonna cut, and I'm gonna cut a basic Iron Wave. Exhume, Flex, is that power through? I mean, to get the entrench play off of that is fine. Another Exhume. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm not too pressed about the Timekeeper. What I do want to see, above all else, is shops. Because if we get Barricade, it's over. We have everything we need but Barricade, and we may not even need Barricade, but we'd rather have it than not have it. We can also, like, this is not a deck where we need to, like, sustain, man. Like, we're popping off. Are you seeing this? Like, we can kill enemies fast. We can fight for a while. Like, this is a dream come true. What do you want? Madness? Cursed with... I'll lose 4 max HP. Just to get you to F off. You can take one of my Exhumes. I'm not thrilled about it, but you can take one of them. No Barricade. More draw, start with more strength. Am I crazy to think you want to cut like basic defense? I know we got a thin deck, but it could always be thinner, man. We could also do 1 extra damage per attack, but like, we don't even have any attacks that hit a lot. Does it add them? It adds them into your hand. It is a little spicy, but you know, we can just always not play it unless we either have to or until True Grit's in our hand as well. Like the dream turn would be like power through, True Grit cuts one of the wounds, then entrench, and then 2 body slams for like 116 damage total. That would be beautiful. We probably don't need the draw. Yeah, I'm gonna cut another how-to basic on that one. Then let me look at the map. We may well not see another shop. I'm question mark moding it because I need to try at least. I think I need to try. I'm not spending my money on nothing. Let's put it that way. I mean, you could go kind of crazy on this turn. For the privilege of not having to deal with a spiker, like that's a dream come true in this house, man. But I'm telling you, oh, if we had a barricade, if we had a barricade, this would pop off right now, man. If we had a barricade, I'm not telling any lies in this situation. 1 HP. You wouldn't believe how much better this is than the average run I've been having on the Peloton, man. This is crazy. A double tap. If we could upgrade it and then get it to work on 2 body slams, this is a way for us to elevate our game a little bit, although it would also minimize by a little bit the amount of block we get, I guess. Barricade, body slam, bash, writhe. Don't make the mistake of clicking there. Forethought, bash, Reaper, fire breathing, Forethought. Put a card from your hand to the bottom of your draw pile. It costs 0 until played. Am I crazy to say that I kind of like this? And I never use this card. But to be able to set up the perfect draw for the perfect turn and not have to worry about the energy costs of the cards that we're sending down is a very interesting idea. Like, for example, what would I like to send down? I would like to send down... I kind of want to send down Power Through, but I guess we can. Send down Power Through, and I wouldn't send down Flex just because it's kind of a dead draw to begin with, but send down... Oh, you can only... We haven't upgraded yet. You can only send down 1. Okay, send down Power Through, True Grit on Flex, and then just hold. Now on this turn, let's Shrug, Defend, and bad Iron Wave. And then we got a free Power Through coming, which is what we wanted to see. So this is like Power Through. Hang on. It's a little complicated. Iron Wave. Well, maybe like Infernal Blade, Anger, Exhume, Infernal Blade, Wild Strike. Okay, it's a lot of wounds, I'll admit. And then Iron Wave, Entrench, double tap. Like that was kind of the dream setup. I accidentally picked an incredibly dangerous path here, by the way, but... And we start with 10 block here. That's mighty tempting for a guy like me. It would be nice to have more body slams, though. Let's try one of these and just see what we're cooking with. Draw 2 cards. I'll just... sometimes not having to read is like a privilege. Like, I think it makes more sense without a Barricade or a Calipers. Like, Calipers would go crazy if we could get that from an elite fight, too. I mean, you guys are doing such a staggering amount of damage, it makes me want to cry, but a True Grit. Like a True Grit and a Defend, then a double tap. No, you can't do that. You True Grit, Defend is 17. And then 2 body slams, and then maybe... Okay, so True Grit, cut this bad Iron Wave. Defend, double tap. These are doing 17 damage each. Decroded, a little bit for sure, a little decroded. And then use a fire potion on the one doing more damage, which gets you some extra energy, and then you get a Searing Blow, and you exhume the Infernal Blade, and you play the Infernal Blade, and it kills you, and now it's just you? I mean, we might as well bash, and then just put the Entrench on the bottom, and then we could set up an insane block on the next turn, if we have like a body slam to make it pop. Even if we don't have a body, we could just stall. But, like, let's be honest, I don't really want to see Searing Blow. But now I gotta kill you all on the same turn, which is, like, much more annoying. Or I could just, like, maybe... I hate to do this, man. I kind of screwed this one up. Draw True Grit. I mean, it's still, like, a really good... like block turn built in here, and we're guaranteed to draw at least 1 body slam. We did not draw both. Okay. Flex on that thing. You're free. We do have a double. You know what? It's probably a pretty good double tap. Just to knock you out. And then... like a power through. Defend. True grit. Entrench. 2 body slams. Yeah, I mean, there was more than one way to get that done, I'm sure. But that's a pretty good one. And then this, please, please, I'm begging. First off, I'm begging you that we live. Secondly, I'm begging for calipers. What a heinous first turn, man. Maybe it's not that bad. I'm going to hold the cards that I have right now. I don't want to see them in 2 turns. I might need them next turn, depending on the amount of body slams we draw. Okay, let's make Bash show up for free, because its existence is annoying me. Power through, true grit, dump a wound. You don't need the double tap, and you don't need to entrench. In which case, you could just hold them in your hand. You're doing 25. You gotta go. Draw a flex. We're probably not playing any more attacks. Okay, we're playing 1 more attack. I still don't think you play double tap. You just don't have to play it. There's just no need for it. Now I gotta obviously go in on you at some point, but okay, this is like a bash. I think I could kill you more easily. Exhume, Infernal Blade, play Infernal Blade, good blood for blood. You're now dead. We draw a wound, exhaust that wound. Iron Wave. Kinda hate to dump an entrench just to take no damage when we really need it for body slam, but that's okay. Let's, yeah, I mean, you're gonna summon, so I think we go in on this turn. Flex, power through, defend, double tap, 2 big body slams. Could be better. And then, I don't know, just get a wound out of my hand and then redraw it next turn. Draw. Flex, exhaust. Add some wounds. 61 damage? 61 damage? Okay, come on. You're going to draw something. You're going to draw something. I told you you're going to draw something. That was good. We lost, like, no health. Art of War? I'm not sure about that one. Now, any number of cards to the bottom of the draw pile. Now we got something. Please, please, my friend, give me calipers. I need it. Hold that double tap for the dream turn. Whatever we put down, we're going to draw next turn. I would love... Well, no, we're not going to draw some of them. Then just hold them. Whatever we put, if we put 1 card down, we'll draw it next turn. But we won't draw it because our hand won't be full. If we put 2 cards down, the first one will go on the bottom, but then it'll be second from the bottom, so it should show up for free, and then the last card that we put down simply won't be drawn. Please tell me we have a 0-cost bash coming into our hand. 0-cost defend! How could you, man? I got the order mixed up, but I was spitting, man. Okay, so yes, we're gonna hit you. Yes, we're gonna exhume. Yes, we're gonna hit you with a rampage. Then, I mean, like it's starting to pop. You power through, true grit a wound, entrench on that thing, double tap. Very, very nice combo. You can see it coming through. What'd you give me? Sundial? I don't even know what it does, man. Well, somebody's got to go. I can't believe you're going to make me play my frickin'... Well, I guess this is a good point now that I think about it. What do we care? Gremlin Horn means we draw anyway, so... So I don't know. This does have, to me, kind of the vibe of like we lose. Sure, I'd love to see him for free next turn. For me, this has the vibe of we lose against the Timekeeper. Just because, like, I don't have any data to back that up. It just sort of feels like we do really well up until the boss, and then wouldn't it be funny if we died, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We don't exhaust cards too often. I don't think we add it. But like this, for me, this would be a crowning achievement, to be honest. If we managed to win with this 15 card like body slam deck with no barricade, I would be pretty proud of myself, because I think like this is a very different sort of style for a guy like me. I think we literally play one card and we wait. Now this turn, you're hitting for 24, which is kind of a lot. I think you gotta try this. I hate to see that, just to be honest with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we can exhume Infernal Blade. I hate to see that, man. It's too, in my opinion, two garbage cards. Let's at least get the Searing Blow out of here for now. We're trying to set up for the Dream Body Slam turn. I just got to make sure we have enough cards to even do it. We don't really, so we should actually stall again. And if anything, I would say like bash, and then just play. You know what? Well, Liquid Memories on a Body Slam might be more important. I'll play a Forethought, but I don't really want to dump any of these cards. These cards are so important to like go in on you. Maybe we could just choose 0. Yeah. It's so sad, but also so obviously the right play. Okay, you're definitely going to power through, but maybe you play something else first. I don't think you do, bud. I don't think you do. Oh, but then we can't play double tap. That's okay, I can live with it. Dump a wound, obviously. We could play double tap or entrench. We'd much rather play double tap. Wow, that's pretty good. Now, ideally, we would find a way to like ruin your life. It would be good to play 5 cards here. Am I crazy to think if we end with Forethought, we could also create like a beautiful turn next turn? Like Forethought, bash. As long as we don't draw. So we could play 1. I don't think that's gonna... I think you open with... Oh, but then if you open with it, you're not gonna have the energy base. Wait, whoa. No, there's something to it, okay? 1... True Grit, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I have 2 energy. You're gonna think that I've lost my mind, and maybe I have. 1, 2, 3. A 4, because I don't want to see this guy ever again. And 5, make these all free, and then hope that you draw a couple of body slams on top of it, or like a double tap body slam. Well, we can shrug for free. It's an Iron Wave. Okay. Well, I'll bash you for sure. That's a given. I'll probably play this. And then just straight up, like, not take damage. I'm a different kind of beast that way. And then just hold right here. Because we got a great wombo combo setup. It's not quite the... Next turn is the one where we go off. As long as we draw body... Let's do the math, man. So we draw a body slam... We play Power Through, and any other blocks we may be blessed enough to have. Entrench, double tap, 2 body slams. I mean, like 6 cards, I'm just trying to think. It's gonna... Just our attacks alone is like 5 with the double tap built in. So I think we gotta hold. So you play Power Through. So double tap takes 1 and then 2 body slams. So we can play 1 more card, essentially. Then double tap. Then go in. And you're not dead, but you're in the process of wishing that you were. So let's... Like, we can play around a little bit with this one. You're doing 42 damage, which is laughable. It's an embarrassingly low amount of damage. What are we drawing? Body side. You're dead. This was a beautiful run. This was elegant, man. Plus, we're starting with some block. Like, that's crazy. Sure, I'll power through. How about a little double tap body slam? Dude, this was... Can I just... I just want to bring up one thing. I'm going to bring up a few things. We took Exhume, Baseless Exhume plus Runic Pyramid from Act 1. We took... The Astrolabe was pretty good, to be honest with you. But, like, we do a 15-card body slam-driven deck with no barricade, and we only got Entrench at the very end. I'm pretty proud of myself for how we did there. It's only Ascension 5, but all you can do is win. So, hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps us a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!